Heidi ho! Story of Martha's Dead features characters and work of fiction. Yes, I want to play it all.
Ciao, sono Giulia K. Sono contenta che tu sia qui. Nessuno veniva più a trovarmi, da anni ormai. Devo raccontarti la mia storia, lo so, ma non so da dove cominciare. Ci sono così tante cose che... Dovrei iniziare dalla mia infanzia, ma di quel periodo ricordo così poco. Solo quell'estate, era il 29 mi sembra, quando fui mandata a stare dalla tata.
Tata, mi racconti la storia della Dama Bianca?
No, passerotto, non questa sera. Sta salendo la nebbia, vedi?
Sì, lo so che la Dama uccide le giovani donne quando c'è la nebbia, ma perché è così cattiva?
Vedi, Giulia, la sofferenza e la paura ci spingono a fare cose cattive. Anche se non siamo veramente cattivi.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
I got no idea
No.
who Martha
I mean,
is.
yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now,
Dead, that's all I
go
know.
to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing today?
I loved Nanny and I loved that story.
Be given
Every
Slender
time
Man
I
to run
heard
around?
it, it sounded
Yes.
like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, The lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Yeah, I just started downloading the PS5 version.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found.
Is her name Martha?
Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love.
Would you believe
in
it?
vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
I was drinking coffee, man.
Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth, even just for an instant. The lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Shouldn't she be killing men, not women?
Good night, Nanny.
Good night.
Good night, my love.
Good night.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
The fog. The lake.
Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in.
Looks a different colour.
Close the camera. Load the film.
The film's loaded.
Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is. What?
The lady in
Is
the
that
lake.
a person? I must help them.
Don't do it.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my
Your
world,
lake?
where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
Dun, dun, dun. Why don't you put him in the boat? Okay, no worries.
I instantly noticed
it.
that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think.
Martha is dead.
I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true.
She's
There's
right
no
in front
need
of
to
you.
worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha, February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. "Martha, are you okay?" she asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would have to pretend to be Martha forever.
No, Martha is dead. What have you done?
O Lord, who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eerie, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do.
What's this? A lighter.
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is.
Light the candles.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second. I don't need that right now.
No?
Riding bikes around here is beautiful. These are Mummy and Daddy's bikes, though. Mine is outside. When Mummy asks for something, there's no escaping it. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital. July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. I better go or she'll end up getting serious. An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. There's no reason to use the phone right now.
Why not? Dog and bone?
Everything always has to be perfect with her.
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. È cessata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
I don't know.
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Hmm? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irena? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her fault for Martha being deaf, and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me? They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich Kay was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Mother didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Oh, no. Martha has lost. Martha has lost her life or soul. Soul. She got no soul.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
her life. So, identity.
I stole her identity. I stole her identity.
But you were twins. Why would you need to take her face?
It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the Patron Saint. It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
The camera.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright.
Just somebody holding a knife to...
Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Feeling spotty today.
Our beautiful home. In spite of everything, I prefer being here. Even more scary fairy tales. This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened.
Don't have the key.
It's July 18th.
Is it? It's not. It's not July 18th, not at all.
Everything I need is always in my bag. Before I leave the room, I should probably take a good look around. I'm already dressed.
And?
I always keep my trinket box locked. Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible, so the butterfly collection that Daddy made for me.
Lapo.
Nanny will be visiting me soon.
Right, I'm gonna open my bag. You have opened Julia's bag. You can find objects that Julia always carries with her along any picked up during the game.
The key to my trinket box.
There's the key to your sister's trinket box.
Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now.
How does Lapo feel that you're dead?
July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then, when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up...
This is not the right key. I must get her key if I want to know what's inside her trinket box. They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
So where's Martha's key?
I'm already dressed.
Yeah. I was looking for a key.
It's about 9:30. How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
Why not?
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Because you're brown bread.
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera? Are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right, but let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Don't want to read. I thought I would read the paper, things to do. You must put one of my photos in the empty frame. The one my father left on the table work well.
During deep winter, I would go to sleep snuggled by the fire and Nanny would get angry. Do you want to turn into a piece of charcoal, Julia?
Read the newspaper.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irenei the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
Jamming.
For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here.
Yeah, how do I see that?
There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times.
I'm going to pick it up.
Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously.
You're going to eat it then?
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
It's another camera.
War. Always war. Even in paintings. These masks, I remember them vividly. I always tried to escape their gaze.
Porgy Bonsi, on the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H. What the hell? For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. There must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist. Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman. These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
Well, you're gonna have to start reading soon now. Mummy and Daddy's bikes.
I don't need that right now. We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce. Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here? These could be of use to me. Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? This fabric is not new to me, yet I do not think I have ever seen it in the house. Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Why is it leaking all over the floor?
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
You'd have barrels of fun.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his old photographs that Father took of this house. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards. Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo. Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
Right, let's go and do what I'm supposed to be doing, Hanzo. Taking photos of birdies. Well, it's not what I think it was going to be. There's a hollow in the tree.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says. Best to stay close to home, at least for now.
Seen any birds? Have I gotta... You're about to use Garrett's camera. It's 1940 Royal Colm with 120mm film. You will use it to take photos throughout the game. Some photos will have hidden elements that will progress the game's story. While holding the camera, an icon will appear to indicate the points of photographic interest. Use the icon will appear and become clearer the closer you are. Press square. Look for a subject you want to photograph. Press X to continue and press triangle. Oh, that's a bird I want, but I have not seen.
I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone.
You're about to take your first picture. To simplify the simulation, the picture preview displays the settings as you change them on your camera in real life. The viewfinder's image is controlled by the secondary lens and only responds to focus. Prepare your first picture stand still. You'll be able to fine-tune the camera rotation and pitch. Show adjustment panel. Use the panel controls to switch to extra jobs. Congratulations, you have taken your first photo. You can shoot as many photos as you want throughout the game, but remember that only a few will be critical to the story's progress. Soon you will learn how to develop photos you've taken. Holy cow. Right, it was a bird I needed. Anyone for rabbit stew? Just getting on my goat. Oh, there's one. I see, said the blind man. You're about to take a photo here. An important feature of the story hasn't been correctly framed. You can continue. Too distant. Out of focus.
Excellent. I've taken the picture. Now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget. Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Do it here. Right, so what am I supposed to be doing now? A frame. Tripod is needed. Where am I going to get a tripod from? Any tripod in here? No. Excuse me. Let's see where the tripod is. And I've looked all around everywhere already. Excuse me.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
I like to ride my bicycle. Bicycle. So, where am I going to get the pump? And where am I going to get... This game is not what I thought it was going to be.
I always wanted to swim here when I was with Nanny, even when it was cold. I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever-so-kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
Well, ain't going out there. I thought this game was going to be a lot more horror oriented. It doesn't say where.
Me and House and have some grapes, please.
Yeah. Where am I gonna get? I need a pump and a tripod now. Find the pump. And where is that? I don't know. Pump, pump, pump music. Talk about. I already read the newspaper. You have a bicycle pump there. Or a tripod. There's a bicycle pump there.
Here's the bicycle pump.
Where's the tripod though? But, I want to ride my bicycle straight into the gate. I want to ride my bicycle. Bicycle. Do, 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 do. Excuse me. Right, so where's this stinking tripod? He's back in the sack. I need to find a camera tripod. But it's eluding
I'm
me.
already dressed.
All the doors are locked. And I can't find it. This is the kitchen. Here's me, and I'm pretending... Oh, here's Martha. This is Martha. Martha is dead. It's a sordid tale. Can't use the phone.
A telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me.
That's nice for you. How today? The bleeding tripod I'm trying to find. Thought it'd be in the camera room, but... Da-da-da. She just shuts the door on the camera room. Can't see a stinking thing. Ah. Rolex, McBollocks. How's everything going with you, sir?
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
Alright, feeling a bit tired, to be honest. This is not how I thought it was going to be honest. But it is what it is. It's a lot slower. And this is out of focus. Yes, Martha is dead, and I'm her mother doesn't like me, so I've pretended to be Martha. And Martha was deaf.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened. But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
A study, where's the study? Martha?
It's dark and I can't turn on the lights. It's dangerous. I'll need a flash for the camera. I can look for it amongst Daddy's things in the room below his bedroom. I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now.
Why not? What is the time? And why are we in the room with your dead sister? It's only 8:15 at night. This is... Turn around every now and then. Right. So under the stairs.
As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room.
It must be a flash.
Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark. Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Doing some painting. We have the keys. Can we go upstairs? Mommy and Daddy are sleeping. Shh.
I shouldn't risk it really, but I love watching them sleep. It's the only time they are together and not fighting.
Right. Martha. We got to go to see Martha. Are you ready for this? Ding, 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 ding. I got a feeling something's gonna happen. When we take a picture of Martha. Right, so how am I too dark? Well, I know it's dark, but why can't I whatever. And say I take a photo of her in the dark. Shine light like a
It's
diamond.
dangerous using a gas lamp indoors. I could set something on fire. I should
Emma?
put the lamp down before entering the house.
I'm putting the lamp down. I just bloody picked it up. I don't know where the... Where is the lake? It's not the lake. Dee.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
I don't know. Don't know if I'm even going the right way. Have a good night's sleep, dude. Thanks for your support. Right. Got here. Need to get back out. If you've gone the wrong way. This is back to the house. I don't understand if I got a light. Why can't I take a photo of it? It's a long way to the lake, isn't it?
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily I still have my lighter with me. The cameras are somewhere around here. 2 cameras left. One more camera to collect.
Oh no!
A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
It's all good, sir. How are you doing anyway? One left to do, nice. Says out of focus, but
how could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
It's gone suddenly light. It was pitch black. So I'm just chilling on Martha is Dead. Maybe the light can come out while it's foggy. Won't be live this weekend. Yeah. I'll be live Sunday.
Julia. Julia.
I don't know where I'm going. Run! And bones and dry bones. How have I gone so short all of a sudden? The wiggly worms at the bottom of the garden. Die! Okay, yeah, no.
I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.
The woods. 3 days after Martha's dead. I think I'm gonna call it. I appreciate you calming in. Let's go and find you somebody to raid out to. Go and see Tange, playing some Call of Duty. I appreciate everybody came in. You're all awesome. And I might play some more of this tomorrow night on Halloween. Bye.